Barbershop Conversation, guys. Feel free to hit the subscribe button. You guessed it. On my way to charge the car. That's how I spend my Friday nights now. Tank Davis. Why the hell did I just forget that kid's name? You guys know what I'm talking about. He just won the belt. What the fuck is his name? What's that little kid's name? How the hell can I do a video and I just forget the kid's name? Terrence Farmer. Terrence Farmer. Big fight, man. Big fight. And you know why it's a big fight? Where hood and contemporary culture collides. And the irony of this whole situation is, I'm just based off recent history. I'm not talking about what they've been and what they've been going through the course of their life. But the last year, Farmer has been more hood than Tank Davis. And what I mean is he got shot in the hand. Tank Davis wears fitted clothes, a lot of jewelry, designer wear, you know, and it's kind of ironic, right? You would think that Farmer would be, you know, although he's from the mean streets of Philadelphia and he's from the murder capital of the world, Baltimore in the 80s. Tank Davis is, so it stands for a good fight, and more importantly, and just as important, it makes for great conversation. Like, that fight is a great conversation piece, you know. I saw Tevin Farmer, his name Tevin Farmer, well, I'm just calling him Farmer. Tevin Farmer said send over the contract or something like that. So send over the contract. And every time I do this with y'all, I make the wrong turn. I made a left on Manchester and I was supposed to take Prairie to Centinela. Because Centinela, oh, you guys don't know what LA is about, but it kind of slides through the entire city. But it makes for a very good fight. It's going to be a lot of trash talking. They genuinely don't like each other. Tank wants to move up to 135, so that fight, Tevin Farmer fight, is his Super Bowl per se. I'm excited to see it. I would cover that fight. I think that's an East Coast fight. It has to be an East Coast fight. There's no way they can push that fight to Vegas. It don't make sense because it's an instant classic at the box office. I would put that in a 10,000 person arena. How you doing? How you feel, Queen? It will sell out. It will sell out. I would say 7,000 people will buy tickets the first week. I believe that. I genuinely believe 7,000 people will buy tickets for that fight the first week, and especially if it's around the first. If it's around the first, they might sell out because that will be a hot ticket along that 95 freeway. Oh, excuse me, it's called the interstate. Man, what would you call what freeway? See, here's what I'm gonna help out promoters right now. Whatever freeway connects Philadelphia, I'm not sure if it's the New Jersey Turnpike or the 95, whatever one it is, that needs to be on the backdrop, and it needs to be connecting Philly, just Philly, down the freeway to Baltimore. Whatever freeway connects those, that's where it needs to be. That needs to be on the back on the back end, because you can't put like all the drug lords and shit, and you know what I mean. But maybe you can put like the Georgetown Hoyas, Titletown versus Cracktown. Fucking with y'all. But yeah, man, it makes for a hell of a that's a hell of a banner right there, right? If you guys can envision that. And then you got all the champions. If you got 5 champions from Philadelphia, you put up 5 champions from their names from the DMV area. Oh, everyone's coming out for that fight. Everyone is coming out for that fight. So obviously Floyd Mayweather will be there. All the Baltimore fighters, Danny Garcia. It makes for a good fight. Great conversation. As the name of this title, this channel is Barbershop Conversation. So I'm not doing no breakdown for this fight. The fight is not even signed yet. I believe Farmar is with Top Rank, if I'm not mistaken. He was on ESPN Plus, so I would assume he's signed to Top Rank for I don't know how long, but that fight would have to be made. Who would pick up that fight? That's the interesting part about it. Obviously, Tank is the bigger draw, so we gotta sit back and see. But I just want to whet your appetite. I would expect that fight to be signed within the next 3 months. Let him go off and celebrate. Don't think, I mean, talk your smack, but don't worry about fighting Tank Davis now. That fight don't have to be made till, let's see, it's August, December. Maybe that could be the Thanksgiving fight. Bob Arum always puts on a fight for Thanksgiving, but he normally does it in Vegas. Maybe he'll do it on the Eastern Peninsula. You know what I mean? So we'll sit back and see, man. See, I just did it again, y'all. I was supposed to turn left on Sentinel. I'm driving down La Brea and I didn't do it. Oh man, that's fun. I'm like, I'm driving past Sentinel like, Sentinel, you're supposed to turn, not my car. I'll just take Slauson, no biggie. So, but yeah, man, I just want to whet your appetite. We got some, man. Yo. From September 1st to the end of the year, we got some fights coming, y'all. We got some fights coming. Man, we got some new locations on fights too. It's gonna be exciting. We got some new locations fighters gonna fight in. It ain't gonna be a typical Vegas, so I hear. You know, it's gonna be exciting. So, but anyways, man, I just want to reach out and touch y'all. I'm gonna do a couple more videos. I gotta wait 30 minutes to charge the car anyway, so I got some topics I want to throw y'all away. But I appreciate you guys, man. Again, it's Friday night. Be careful. Use a rubber. Don't drink and drive. And hold your friends accountable, man. You know, someone got to be held accountable. Don't drink. If you're the driver, don't drink. All right? They're looking for a reason to incarcerate your butt, man. Don't give them that reason. Don't give them that right. You intoxicated while you're driving gives them that right. I don't care if you're buzzed, one drink, sober, you know, I mean, not sober, excuse me, but you know, don't give it to them. But anyways, man, Barbershop Conversations, man, feel free to hit the subscribe button, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Thanks, guys. Peace. And I know I said Terrence Crawford, at Terrence Farmer at the beginning. It's Tevin Farmer. I know you don't have to correct me in the comment section. I just had a brain lapse that quick. I don't know why. But anyways, man, and how about if his name is not Tevin Farmer? That would be hilarious. Anyways, man, Barbershop. Oh, forgive me. Congratulations. I didn't watch the fight, but I watched some videos, Farmer. Congratulations, you got your belt. You showed great fortitude, great determination, coming back from being shot, fighting a guy who was on steroids, which I thought you won that fight. But a lot of things haven't been going your way this year. And I've only met you once. I interviewed you once at the Barclay. But I just want to say congratulations, well deserved. Stand up, Philly. And salute, man, well deserved. You're a world champion, man. So now you got a title on your tombstone, right? World champion, world class champion. I don't mean that to be rude or vindictive, but you know, he's a world champion. He earned it. So Barbershop Conversations, man, salute to you. And take your time, and again, I'll say it again, take your time and sign in this fight, because you just went to the other side of the world where the toilet goes in the opposite direction. I believe it's in Australia. I've been to Australia 5 times. And actually, at 30, I'll tell you guys a fun fact. At 30, I wanted to move to Australia. My 30th birthday, I was like, man, I'm going to just move to Australia. Because I just thought it was like America not on steroids, you know. I'll tell you a story. I was lost 3 o'clock in the morning. And I got turned around. Because everything is walking distance. It's just a mile away. Right? Mile and a half away. But they're in kilometers, so. And I was staying in King's Cross. But I had just left Darling Harbour, which is a straight shot down Queen Elizabeth Street. Correct me if I'm wrong if I got some Australian subs. It's a straight shot. And I'm turned around. And I wanted to go. I was coming back from the Star City Casino. I won a lot of money over there too, because that's when I went over there. I gambled with some when the dollar was strong. Dollar was real strong, and I was getting like 140 for a dollar. So, this old white man, and I was shocked as hell. 3 o'clock in the morning, just as comfortable as he can be, pointing me in the right direction to get back to King's Cross. King's Cross is like the seedy part of Sydney, but it was clean. It was really clean, and I really didn't have a problem with it. I stayed at that same hotel twice, so didn't really have any problems there. And I'll tell you a funny story. They call it getting back at the paddy or something like that, the paddy wagon or something like that. Police officers over there don't carry guns. I'm not sure if that's changed since I haven't been back in a few years. I haven't traveled outside the country in a minute. And they had this drunk guy, and I am in awe because, you know, a black man's relationship with police, for the most part, where I come from, I'll just speak for myself. It's not that great. You know, we always think of self-defense as opposed to protect and serve as it relates to LAPD. And it was this drunk guy, this drunk white dude, and they're telling him, get in the back of the paddy. And the dude just hops in and get in the back of the paddy. It's like a truck that they had. And I was sitting there like 2 moments. I'm combining my trips, but I'm like, damn, the culture is completely different over here. That's crazy. No, police don't carry no guns? What do you mean the police don't carry no guns? It's like when I went to Costa Rica. Costa Rica is the only North American country that doesn't have a military. I thought that was odd. You know, I was like, don't have a military? Who protects you? You know, but anyways, man, just little fun facts. Barbershop Conversations, man. Congratulations, Farmar, Tank. Enjoy the build up to this fight. The more y'all talk on Instagram, the more tickets you're going to sell. The more y'all talk, the higher your gross pay will be. So keep talking, keep us interested, and keep in mind, this fight is for the hood and culture HAC belt. It's for the HAC belt, the hood and culture. HAC, I'm so retarded. HAC belt. Hack. This is for the Hack Championship of the world. Oh man, see, a black kid just got pulled over, and I'm gonna make a U-turn. I'm gonna wait. Well, I can't make a U-turn because the cop is there. But you guys see him? Can you guys see? Right there, you guys see that? So I'll make a U-turn and just watch. He got that black kid. He got the black kid sitting on the curb, and I always stop and watch. And that's sad. We got to do this shit, man. And that's awful, but I don't want nothing bad happening to him. Or both directions. I mean, the goal is for everybody to go home, but this is a dark street and shit. It's a real dark street. And I just want everything to go well. So I'm just going to sit over here and sit in this parking lot and watch. Because I can see it from the parking lot. Because if I get too close, they might say something. But yeah, let me get over here so I can see what the hell's going on. So I can see. This is sad. I do this about 3 or 4 times a year. And it's sad we got to do this in our country, man. This is awful. So I can see what's going on. I can see from here. So I just want it to bode well. I'll turn the camera around so you guys can see. Hopefully you guys can see. But yeah, I just want to make sure that nothing bad happens. So anyways, man, Barbershop Conversations, man. Feel free to hit the subscribe button, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Peace.